Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is my 2021 January setup video. So this is just a recap of my setup that I did for my journal in details and color, and I just want to show you guys what it looked like. So as you can see, it looks a lot different and livelier in colors and small details here and there, but I actually enjoyed it. Now I did do 2 extra pages. After this tracker, I did a drawing on the left side of it and then a quote on the right. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. So sit back and enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe. So this month, for January, I am doing Among Us theme. I saw a lot of creators last year did this theme and I wanted to do it, but I had ideas already for the months that I wanted to do this theme. So a lot of creators last year did it for October and November. I decided to do in January. So I'm just gluing down some construction paper right now, and I am actually doing a very simple pop-up design. You guys can follow along. So if you don't have an Exacto knife to make a slit in the construction paper, what you could do is just fold it in half and cut a rectangle out and then glue it down on the construction paper. So before gluing and putting in the slit, I wrote down that 2020 was an imposter, and then before I glued down my Among Us character, I wrote down 2020 was injected, because we gotta admit 2020 was a very hectic year for everybody and it was not the best. So let's hope 2021 is better. So on the right side page is the title page for January. Again, it's the Among Us theme, so I'm just keeping that whole space theme on the title page going, but just drawing Among Us characters in different poses and style, and then letting it pop out. So the circle that you guys are gonna see is basically, imagine it like the black hole in space, and they're just coming out of it. And now I'm just coloring it all in. Again, the coloring, feel free to do any colors you guys like. You guys don't have to do the same exact colors that I'm using. I am just using the Among Us colors that we can choose in game. So January is Among Us, if you get what I mean. So right now I'm just coloring in each character and then adding some small details. I am gonna make a black border around the drawing, and then after that add some small little details here and there to make the page stand out. So that is my title page, guys. After that, I do my calendar layout. So right now I'm just looking back and forth at the future log to make sure I made the boxes right and enough. So right now for the dates, I'm just coloring small circles in, and then after when I color in all the circles, I'm gonna just write the dates on top of the circles. Now for the black circles, what I did to write the dates is that I use my Jelly Roll white gel pen. It is Sakura I will put a link down below in the description. I got it off of Amazon, so if you'd like to get one yourself, feel free to get it. You don't have to use this gel pen that I got. There are different other white gel pens you can use. So right now I'm just going around the numbers with a black border, and that is going to be my box. Since I finished drawing out the boxes, I'm just erasing the small little pencil dots that I made. Now I'm just making some detail to the calendar layout by drawing some Among Us characters here and there in different poses. And then I'm gonna color them in after I write down the days of the week and then the January title. Again, I'm just adding small details here and there. So that blank side of the calendar spread, I grabbed some construction paper again and glued it down, and then cut out the excess paper and used that part as my notes and just add some stars details around the notes. The next pages is gonna be my habit tracker. So I'm just writing out the fonts. And then right next to my habit tracker is gonna be my mood tracker. So for my habit tracker, what I decided to do for my habits was recreate Among Us tasks to be my habit tracker. So the first 3 tasks that habits that I'm creating is gonna be the downloading file task that is in the game. I added one extra circle in that column, but I will fix it. Right now I'm just coloring things in, and then yeah, I fixed it very terribly. The next habit, the task that I decided to recreate for this was the weapon shooting asteroid game. I will admit, this page was my favorite habit tracker I ever made. Because it had so much fun just recreating the game, but as my habit tracker. The next task that I decided to recreate for my habit to be was the navigation task where you had to guide the rocket ship to the circle. So you guys are going to see me count those little rectangles a lot because I'm trying to make sure I have all 31. So when I do the task for the month, I'm gonna color in the rectangle. If I didn't do it for that date, then I'm gonna just skip over it. The next task that I decided to recreate from the game was the refuel oil on the rocket ship. So right now I'm just adding tiny lines, and each day represents those lines. So depending if I do the habit for that day, I'm gonna fill in the oil to that level. So the last two habits that I recreate or did for the task was the reactor task, where I don't remember the name for it, but basically in the reactor there is a task where the numbers are all mixed up and you just have to click the numbers in order to complete the task. So that's what I did for the last two habits. On a scratch piece of paper, I decided to draw an Among Us character, cut it all out and then I also grabbed some construction paper, ripped it up, glued it on, glued the Among Us on there, and add some small details to make the page pop out. Moon tracker, I decided to draw Among Us characters in different poses and different outfits. I had fun making this mood tracker because to just draw each character to look a certain way was fun to me. So once I finished drawing all my Among Us characters in different poses and different accessories, the eye part of the character and the accessories on the Among Us will be colored in, so I don't have to worry about coloring in later. But for the numbers, I will write in the eye part each day in the eye part. As for the colors, I am still unsure what colors I want to use to color each of my mood, so you guys won't see what colors I'm going to be using. I think my favorite accessories to draw was the crown, the leaves, and the egg. The egg is like the only one there. But I really had fun just coloring each Among Us accessory in, giving each eye the colors detailed as well. And after my mood tracker, I'm gonna do my January's playlist. I didn't make my playlist or the songs that I'm listening to for the month yet because the month is not over. I will put a couple down to let y'all know later. The next page next to the playlist, instead of making it the things to check out for the month, I decided to make it into a brain dump page. It could be anything on the page. I can write stuff that I want to check out, music or shows, ideas, drawings, doodles, etc. After that, I am doing my weekly spread. So I am doing long vertical boxes, and I'm using my old journal as reference for these vertical boxes. So in the game, the days of the weeks are gonna represent the chat box in the game. And then I'm just giving each day of the week different colors. So when I go back to the chat box, I'm gonna draw the Among Us characters and color them in accordingly to the colors that I did, and then write down the names of the week. So whenever I start my weekly spread, I like to start it off with Monday and ending it with Sunday. Then after that, I am adding some small details on top. So the top of the right page, I decide to write things I want to do for next week in the top right corner, and then the left side top, I decide to write the January month and then the calendar layout again, and then add small details, and then adding the note at the end. So this is my January 2021 bullet journal setup. I hope you guys liked it. It's a very simple and easy pop-up to make if you guys like to recreate it. Again, the coloring is up to you. You don't have to do the colorings that I did. Feel free to do it to your liking. And yeah, there you guys have it. I hope you liked this video and enjoy it. If so, hit that thumbs up button, and see you again next time. Bye guys.